Odds here. Oh, okay. No,
All
I was
right.
gonna say I can just give it on to them, but no.
Thanks, James. All right.
User in
So
your channel started recording.
wait, we have 2 recorders. All right. That's redundancy is good. I
How do
like
you
that.
record?
So anyway, so this is not a new problem. This has always been something that, higher ups talk about all the time. And I think a good solution for this is that, a lot of these new staff that we have, I think that it should be the duty of us higher ups, I'm talking T-admin and up, really, to just know who the new staff people are and just really keep an eye on them and call them a little bit and just help them out while they're on duty and just make sure that they know what they're doing, because training, as far as training goes, I know that's what the purpose of training new staff is, but I don't know if whoever's training these guys are just not doing a comprehensive job, or these kids are retarded, but it's just not getting done right. So I think that from now on, a responsibility of the higher-ups is just to look after new staff, keep an eye on them, know who they are, and make sure that they know the rules and they're doing the right thing. So that's one major thing that I think needs to be implemented going forward. So to any admins, T-admins, in the senior admins in this channel right now, that is definitely something that you guys should be doing to sort of prevent this sort of thing, like false warrants, false bans, etc. Another thing that needs to be touched upon is, and this also goes back to T-mods and VIP mods, we'll see, like, I'll get on the server, and this goes, I'm sure everyone has seen this, get on, you see like 6, 7 people on duty. And they're all lower ranked, moderator ranks around, and you think that everything's getting done, everything's okay, I don't need to get on duty. Meanwhile, you see reports piling in, people are like, I need an admin in that chat, and then nothing happens. Nothing fucking gets done. It's amazing, just nothing. They just fuck around. I don't know what they do, but they're not actually doing anything. I think, who wanted to, Captain and Zeto both had something to say about it.
Yeah. So I decided when this was happening to go on duty and go to some of the T-mods and see what was going on. And I saw 2 T-mods. One of them was handling a sit, and then the other was just floating above and watching him handle the sit. And I asked, "What are you doing?" And he said, I'm just, watching and spectating the sit. Yet, however, at the same time, there's people reporting constantly into admin chat about mass RDMers, prop blockers, and things like that. And even, like, people I also see, they just go and fly around during this, yet maybe it's that once they do a certain sit, they don't look back up into the chat when people, like, for the people that didn't get taken care of. But if someone reports, since the sits are down, you got to make sure that if it didn't get taken care of, you have to go and deal with it.
All right. And, Captain, do you have anything to say about that?
One of the main things is Zeto, that does happen a lot. But the people actually doing the sits, now, sits shouldn't take more than 5 minutes max. And what I mean by that is what you need to do is look at proof. Now, you bring the 2 people, obviously. It shouldn't be more than 2 people. We don't allow witnesses. And you get the evidence from both of them. Now, if they do not have any evidence, then, of course, you have logs. That's what makes it a great thing on Garnet Gaming. And so you go to the logs and you figure out the situation. Now, if you cannot figure out the situation with any 3 of those, then I'm not sure why you're even in that sit. That sit doesn't mean anything because there's no way to prove any of it. So don't waste your time arguing with these people. Tell them to get proof or tell them to have logs to back it up. If not, what are you going to do?
Very, very good point. And DIO, we'll have times for questions at the end. And Yeet, as far as getting on duty, we'll be touching on that at a later time during the meeting. So next up, more on the being on duty and not doing sits, is that a lot of times I'll see, like, some of the newer staff that, aren't well versed in what their duties are. I'll see them, like, jailing each other and false warning each other and just generally messing around. And you guys can't do that. Like, I know you guys, some of you may have seen like Settings or Garnet do that to each other. That's their thing, but you guys can't be like, ignoring sits and just jailing each other and warning each other and just generally just fucking around and just making a joke and a mockery out of the job. You guys got to actually be actively doing stuff, not just messing around like that. I mean, abusing your admin powers, even if it's just as a joke to each other, it's still something you shouldn't do. So, Captain, how many times have you seen that happen? How many times have you seen some people jailing each other on duty just to fuck around?
Well, the thing, you guys as staff, regardless if you're TMOD or not, a lot of players look at you guys for guidance, whether you know it or not. Now, when you guys do certain things, whether it be raid or jail or mute or whatever it is, and in obsession, especially towards another staff member, when they get staff or when they, are in other situations, they use what they see you guys do in those situations, and yet it causes us more problems in the long run and also causes them problems on the server. So you got to just remember you are a role model to these people, and what you do actually conflicts with the way they play the game.
Yeah, very, very good point. And another thing that I completely forgot to mention earlier when it came to the training, when I was talking about how when you train someone, it needs to be comprehensive. Whenever someone needs to get trained, there's like 5+ people like running around trying to train one person at the same time, and then they end up learning nothing. So this is like, that absolutely cannot happen. When a higher-up says someone needs to be trained, it's usually first come, first serve. So whoever is the first person to say, I want to train this person, and their rank or they're just qualified to do it, they get to do it. Everyone else should completely leave them alone because, I mean, when you have like 5, 6 people trying to train one person at the same time, they don't learn shit, and it's all just retarded. So let's dial that in. And I think, Vera, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, it kind of goes in with this. If you see someone doing a sit, don't come to the sit and just lounge around the sit. This is annoying. This happens in trainings as well. Don't just come around and lounge around. Go do something otherwise you're distracting the people in the sit. You're annoying the people who's doing the sit, and that's why I always throw people across the map and people go, why are you doing that? Well, it gets annoying. You have to stop messing around with higher-ups. Even T-mods, don't go and bother to sit. We only need maybe one person to sit, maybe even 2 if the person asks for help or the person is new and doesn't know how to do it. That's the only time we should have more than one person to sit.
User in your channel is recording.
So please try to stay away from people's sits if they're trying to do it, or stay away from their training. Just try not to bother people, because even though you're sitting there and doing nothing, you could be distracting someone. Maybe you're just sitting there and trying to mess around and have fun time. I understand, but some people take this server really seriously, and some people just want to play the game and not have this disturbance in their DarkRP. And we're sitting there trying to help them out a little bit, try to make the game fun for them. And then we have this one person in the sit fooling around and making it hard for everyone else to do something. So I'd highly suggest you guys to try to stay away from other people's sits, try to stay away from training, etc.
Right. Very good point, Vera. And just to add on to that a little bit, you do need to be in sits, as far as oops, okay. Well, as I was saying, so higher ups, in sits, if you need someone else in the sit, let's say you need help, I mean, higher ups can come and help you. That's an example of when it's okay to have 2 people in a sit. Let's say a newer staff needs help in a sit, so a higher up will come and there'll be 2 people. That's okay. What Vera was talking about, which she explained very well, is just having another person there for no reason at all, just to watch or whatever. And unless they're observing a new trainee do a sit, there's no reason you should be there. You should be around doing other stuff. So, yeah, very well put. Moving on to another thing. Earlier, Captain mentioned that as a staff member, you have to be a role model for other staff, for players in general. And I'm just, a lot of, some of the new mods been doing some crazy stuff, just bad. I mean, Zeto had something he wanted to report. Don't bring up any names, but just give us the rundown of what happened.
Which situation is this?
The lagging with the lights.
Yes. So.
But do tell us how many of the staff were involved, what their ranks were. Just don't bring their names up and tell us what happened.
About 3 members of the staff team and some normal users. I saw 3. IR Crow, Watak.
I said don't bring up names. Damn it.
Oh, you know what? You said earlier that.
No. Don't bring. It's okay. Just let's backtrack a little bit.
That
Yeah. You didn't hear anything, guys. Yeah. Quiet down.
So just they were all running around and just holding lights out, and it was lagging up the server a lot. And just I don't understand why anyone would do that. There's no point to it, and it was just generally mingy and unnecessary.
Wait. So let me see if I understand this. So these kids basically created a stack of super bright lights, blinding people, running around, blinding them with it, and then it was causing server lag.
A new T-mod did develop something, a duplication of some sort of very bright light that if you had to put 3 down, it could shine up half the server. And what happened was there's a large FPS drop during the server. When we're all going near it, everyone had an FPS drop of the group that we were talking to. And when I told them to stop, they repetitively kept doing it until I actually said, guys, cut the fucking shit out. Just stop.
Yeah, so if you're a staff member and doing that, that's fucking ridiculous, guys. I'm not gonna point fingers right now, but for you to do that, that's like ridiculous. That's pretty bad. Like that's not something you guys should be doing. You should be role models. You shouldn't be fucking around to that extent. Like that's pushing the line there. So 421, you wanted to say something, or were you? Never mind. Okay. I thought he was talking, but he didn't actually say anything. So moving on to another subject. Just in general, listening to higher ups, especially with getting on duty. I mean, like this has been a topic in every staff meeting I've ever been involved in. This has been touched upon at least one time or another. It's insane how much it comes up, because and not so much with the seasoned staff members. Not so much with the guys that know already about this phenomenon about getting on duty when told. It's about the new guys that don't know that. They need to be told time and time again until they get it, that if they're told to get on duty by someone higher ranked than them, they do it without question, without whining about it, without claiming they were on duty all fucking day, because we don't care. I mean, it's your job. It's basically new staff. I mean, they shouldn't be RPing. It's their job is just literally to just do sits, be active on the forums, etc. The RPing should be secondary once you're a staff member. And a lot of times, with the new guys, you'll ask them to get on duty, and they'll just come up with any excuse. And if they don't do that, they'll get on duty for 2 or 3 minutes after arguing with you about it, and then they'll just get off. They'll either get off duty, get off the server, change their RP name. They'll just disappear. So that's a big problem. That has to stop. And let's hear some testimony from you guys about this. I'm sure Vera and Captain have a lot to say.
Well, one of the main things I see, and I kind of want to implement this a little bit, especially when there's 60 to 70 plus players. That's quite a bit considering the bots being out of that number. Now, when you only have 2 people on duty, that's not enough. Could you imagine running a business and only have 2 people taking care of all the problems? So you, as a lower rank, aka this meeting, it is your job, especially you read the staff rules, of course, because you're staff, you should know that it's your job to take care of the sits, and it's your job to take care of the players on the server. Now, if you don't want to do that, we do have a section in the forums that allows you to give up your ability to do that anymore. But sadly, I would not want to see that happen. I'd rather you just correct your actions and get on the ball.
Right. Very well said. Vera, you have anything to say before we move on?
For the sits and shit, I'm really angry about the fact that you guys have to disrespect everyone in the server just so you don't have to get on duty, and it's getting pathetic, guys. I've said this every single time we had a staff meeting. You applied for staff. If you don't want to be staff, go ahead and resign. But all I have to say is you signed up to be staff. It is your choice. Nobody's forcing you to be staff. Nobody's sitting there telling you you have to do shit. You can get off, But I mean, once you sit there and apply for staff and someone says get on duty and you say no, it's your own fault for applying for staff if you did not want it like that. And that's no one else's fault but your own, as well as the fact that you do not need to argue with everyone just because you can't get your way about RPing. You'll be able to RP when you did your work and when we all know and we all see that you did your work and put your pay in. The other day I told Apple he could get off duty. I told everyone else to stay on duty. Reason for this is because only a few people I saw on duty for the entire day or maybe for a few hours, and I saw him put a lot of work in. I told him he could get off duty. I told him to take a break. So all I'm saying is if you can get off duty, if you go and do, like, let's say 3 hours of being on duty and you want to go RP for an hour, you know what? Feel free. As long as you can get someone to cover for you, it's fine. But at the same time, if someone tells you to get on duty, go get on duty. I mean, you will have time to RP. We're not going to force you to get on duty every single time you get online. Eventually, you'll hit a ranking or you'll hit enough work that you'll not need to do this all the time. As a T-mod and mods, you just generally will have to get on duty more because of the fact we want to see what you're like, we want to see, and we want to observe you. So honestly, just put your work in and you'll get there. You'll be able to RP as much as you want eventually. And you know what? You still have to get on duty, but it's not going to be as harsh on you because you're going to understand you're going to be able to do more on duty instead of just sitting there and feeling like you don't know what to do sometimes. So all I have to say is if you're told to get on duty, and eventually you'll have time to RP.
Right. Very well said. Moving on to another topic. And this goes back again to new staff. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've seen them not understand the rules, just in general, server rules. Like, it's a big, big problem. Like, they don't look like Dio. I saw him mention a few minutes ago. The ban lengths. They don't know ban lengths. They don't know that you need to advert raid, and they don't know how to check that in the logs. They don't know about fail RP and how that works with wanting and warranting. They don't know what a false warrant is and what a false want is. They're oblivious to it. And I think a good way to fix that would be, in the application process for becoming staffs, you have to read the staff rules. That's like a thing that you have to do in order to even be considered for becoming a staff member. I think that it should be added on that you also have to read the server rules, because I feel like knowing the server rules is just as important, if not more important, than knowing the staff rules. Because if you're becoming a staff member, you're going to be policing the server. You need to know what rules you're going to be looking out for as far as, punishments and breaking rules and stuff like that. So I think both of those need to be mandatory, not only in the application process, but also in the training. They need to be able to read both of those thoroughly in order to be staff members, because the mistakes that they make, it's senile. It's utterly senile, the shit that I see. It's totally avoidable if they just knew their shit, but obviously they don't. So if anyone has any testimony to give about that, Captain Vera, who else has top power? Zeto?
Yeah, so people are just telling me to go and touch on the subject. This goes into earlier. So a staff member there went and said that it didn't seem like they knew what they were supposed to do while they're on duty, so they refused to do a sit and just sat there. What? And then, and sorry, there's someone.
That's getting added to the gag reel. That's getting added.
Okay. Shut up. Okay, so they refused to do the sit. Two more staff members had to go to them and deal with the sit because this person just refused to actually do it, saying that he was tired. And if you're not going to do anything on duty, just either get off duty and go AFK, or just get off the server.
All right, well said, Zeta, well said. Moving along, I believe settings had something you wanted to touch on.
Basically, a lot. Garner tells me a lot of you guys go to him complaining, and I mean, yeah, I don't mind that. But the thing is, there's me, Evody, Vera, and Dude Bro. I mean, Garnet's really busy when it comes to handling both servers and with college. I mean, he doesn't have time, and then he just gets frustrated with well, he just gets frustrated at that point, getting mad at me and Evity, which is something that, I mean, and if he gets mad, he just goes on calling us retards and shit. I mean, yeah, it sounds funny because call you guys retards, but in all, I mean, if you have a problem with another staff member and you don't want to discuss it with the public, I mean, there's always Evity, me, Dudebro, and Vera on the server. Well, one of us are always on this. Shut up, Evity. One of us are always on the server. So I mean, if you ever need us, you can PM us on the forums. But I mean, the last person I'd recommend going to is oh yeah, my bad. There's 421 as well.
Oh, you're gonna get hit offline. Oh,
but anyway, yeah,
damn.
Garnet, like he gets really busy here and there with finding developers for the server, fixing things for military and DarkRP, and then he has college. So I mean, the last person we want to go to with your problems is going to be Garnet, because more than likely he won't have time to handle it. But as for me, Evity, Vera, and Dudebro, or even Captain, or any other higher up like 421, I mean, yeah, just go to them for your problems. That's it.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I've mentioned time after time, guys, that I've actually stated many times what my Steam name is. I'm usually always logged into Steam no matter what, at school or not. I always have my phone on me whatsoever. So the thing is, when I get home and I'm hearing all this stuff about staff members, and I had Ebony. I had 3 or 4 people go, this person's been abusing, and I'm hearing it from, like, let's say Garnet, and Garnet's coming to me, because there's been times where I've been actually told that from Garnet that, let's say, like, someone's complaining about something, and he doesn't have time to deal with it. The thing is like, settings just said, on the forums, contact settings on the forums, that's where he usually replies to. If you need to talk directly to any of us, like, settings, Evity, Dudebro and me. Settings and Evity might be AFK sometimes in TeamSpeak, but I'd say majority
All the time.
Dudebro and me are always on the other server, or we're always on the TeamSpeak active.
Yeah, we're here for you. We love you.
Yeah, I'm AFK a lot on the server, but on the TeamSpeak, you'll see me when I'm active, and I will reply to you most of the times if it's a valid reason to reply to you. But, like, I mean, don't spam about stupid stuff. If you can deal with it yourself, try to. But at the same time, don't cause drama with other staff members, and try to keep it on a down low. It's getting annoying where, like, I have to come in, it's like little pathetic dramas about someone calling someone else stupid. I want to see, like, if you're coming to me, I want to see, like, actual reasons to come and talk to this person. I want to see, like, if this guy's harassing you, feel free to come to me. I always deal with that kind of stuff, just try to get rid of the harassment on the server. But when it comes to stuff like, this guy called me stupid, I'm so harassed and scared.
I get hurt.
Yeah, like, settings gets hurt by that. He gets, like, he literally gets autism.
The only reason I call you guys retards is because I'm super admin. Yeah. But okay, anyway, if you want to try to contact me, adding me on Steam is honestly the worst way of trying to do so, because, I mean, I don't add anyone on Steam. I mean, Dudebro, I mean, any higher up can confirm that.
Yeah.
If you need me, just message me on the
forum. Settings 3 months to add me on Steam since becoming staff.
Settings is my nigger, he added me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you want to talk to settings,
message me on the forums. I'm on there every day.
He told me I was annoying and deleted me. I haven't contacted him since he added
me.
Shut
up, retard. Alright, well, anyway, dude, bro, back to the meeting. You can say what you need.
Okay, so I think that more or less we've touched on all the topics that we needed to. One more thing I was going to say for the rules thing that I mentioned. The rules are going to get updated real soon, probably. Garnet has said that he's looking to implement Abides' rule change to make things more specific and more easily understood. So
even
there's less confusion.
Mine was accepted as well. Like, they got all moved to accepted, I'm pretty sure.
Can I have super admin?
Yeah.
Yes. So that's probably going to happen as for the rules. So now, before we wrap things up, are there any questions? One at a time, please.
I got super admin. Damn it.
All right, Yeet was first. Let's hear Yeet's question. Let's hear Yeet.
Wait, what?
Oh my God, settings, what the fuck?
Poseidon poked him a message.
I'm not scary. What are you talking about?
Oh, this is another big thing. I forgot. Yeah, don't ever ask why you weren't promoted. That's a
Oh
that's a
my
big
god,
thing.
that makes me so mad.
Why
That's a
wasn't I
big thing.
promoted? I've
You
been
need
super
to
rabbit for the
actually
past
know.
for the past 5 months. I haven't got promoted. Why? I'm getting
Because you
pissed off. I'm about to resign, alright? I've been super admin ever since April, alright? Get tired of this shit.
Let's make a new rank, bro. Super duper.
I want super duper admin. What the fuck is this super admin rank? I want a promotion. I'm about to quit. You guys don't like me.
This is the police.
Oh my god.
Yeah, James doesn't like me. That's why I don't get a promotion. Why?
He keeps calling me retard. This game.
I'm about to report Settings for calling me a retard. He never adds me on Steam. Garnet! Garnet! Where are you? I want super duper admin. Say Richard famous. I want Richard famous.
I'm crying.
Settings is always an active. They abuse their powers.
OP.
I don't want to be promoted.
Why am I not co-owner? No, here comes Wolf. He's already co-owner of Military RP. He tells everyone he's co-owner, all right?
I got you, Nick.
I'm
Hey,
not co-owner.
calm down.
I got 4 to 1
Settings.
demoted, all right?
I got you.
I got the rank super duper. I got super duper administrator.
Hell.
I am keeping this rank.
Can we just say the staff meeting is autism? Just because he did that? He did. Wait, one second. Did someone just give him super duper admin?
Yeah, I did.
You hear me? Go super Saiyan. What? Don't block my Steam messages. I told him he's abusing. He doesn't care because everybody's super admin.
Oh god.
Settings is so inactive. Everybody never gets on. I want super admin.
Okay.
Wait, if you're adding to talk about and you're not taking questions seriously. Wait, this was a staff? Oops. I mean, I don't care if you leave. Who said that?
What I have to say is Garnet wants to add it back in. He actually said that he misses it or something like that, but the thing is, I'm pretty sure soon enough there's going to be a server update, and if he doesn't add it in, I mean, he might not add it in right away. You don't understand how much issues it's caused and how hard it was to add on the server in the first place. There might be an issue with it again, so he might be able to fix it, but, I mean, that depends. We do not have Denny anymore as a developer, so I mean, it's kind of difficult right now. I know you can't talk, Yumi. Nobody can talk right now.
Someone took my super duper admin away!
Calm down, Zeto.
What about situations where there's 2 players making claims at each other but neither, but logs can't really prove either side of the story?
And you can't take
tell
action.
them they need proof.
Yeah. If there's no substantial proof that's given to you, then you can't really do anything. Because if you take any action, that'd just be biased or favoritism either way. However they want to take it.
Settings, did I hear
User was kicked out of your channel.
I just mean, what if there's a situation where somebody was obviously RDM'd, but there's not really any.
User in your channel is recording.
This person makes a claim where, for example, nope, they were outside of my base, and they say that they started a warrant, and this happens to be true, but you can't really tell where this.
You can check console. You can't check that.
I'm like, what?
Retard.
Vera, I swear.
I can't really check where the person was killed
User in your
and in
channel
what
was banned
circumstance.
from the server.
So it's what do you do in that situation?
All right, so I mean, if there's no evidence of so say if me and Evity are in a set, Evity says he was past my KOS. I say I wasn't. I mean, you can't really prove anything unless one of them have proof about it. I mean, you just end the set at that point because you can't take any action.
Something that's not there.
Yeah, it's basically word against word. You can't just take someone else's word.
You know, it ain't the wheel of fortune.
It doesn't matter what rank they are. I mean, say if there's Dude Bro and Gina, completely different ranks, and Dude Bro's a lot higher.
Dude Bro is no, I'm just kidding.
All right. Well,
And don't be afraid to warn higher ups for breaking rules. It's not like they're going to do anything to you.
Yeah, I already warned Ebony for my spam.
It was on my old account.
If you see me warn Ebony for retard, that does not give you any permission to warn other people for retard.
Sorry about my mic.
Who wants talk power?
Be demoted for
I gave
what I
everyone
did
talk
on
power.
military RP.
Okay, I just have to say one thing. Just read out something to you guys. I got warns for being a dyke, for
Well, you are.
for having a bad smelling vagina. I've been warned for Veronica, Valerie. I've been warned for retard several times. Can I just question why people are warning me for like?
Okay, so okay, guys. So you guys want to know why Bear's been getting warned? Is because she's really a retard. Her name's Valerie and Veronica, and so she just doesn't want to tell us.
Okay, settings. May I ask
Yumi,
you
what
to
was
stop
that?
saying
I'm
retard, please?
all right. Well,
Hold on, watch this. I'm gonna get Garnet in this team of staff.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell him it's
no,
really
please,
important,
please,
and
no.
then you guys are gonna be talking like retards, like always, and then he's gonna get really mad at me and Ebony.
I'm going.
He's doing homework right now. He's doing homework right now. Watch this.
I don't like that. This is my meeting. Don't bring that shit in here.
What about situations where you're obviously seeing? Well,
User in your channel timed out.
okay, if you see an RDM, or a possible RDM, but it's not reported, like somebody's obviously just shot somebody else for no reason and it goes unreported.
They could be friends.
You could just ask them, hey, why did you kill him? If he goes, oh, well, we're friends and stuff, then ask the other person. If they agree, then just
Your voice quality just
send them.
It just fucking up a little bit. That's interesting.
Yeah, I guess.
That didn't go bad for me. Sounds perfect.
So am I getting super duper red?
Yeah, nigga.
Situations where there's
No, exactly. I'd put that right.
lost because I'm a real stickler for the rules.
User
So
joined your channel.
I don't like really acting on my own.
Fuck
position
Garnet.
unless I'm extremely confident in my
Garnet,
position.
heal everyone.
Garnet, are you jacking off?
Garnet actually joined.
Yo, Lee, can I jack you off?
Hey, Garnet. So,
Yes, he?
Garnet, I was talking to these guys, right? I want an answer from you. Are you ready? Why am I not super duper admin? I've been super admin for the past 5 months. If I don't get a promotion, I'm just gonna leave. All right? Like.
1, 2, 3, 4. How many niggers are in my store? I know you're steering.
User in your channel was banned from the server.
Wait a second. Garnet? Okay. Are you okay,
Thank
Garnet?
you. Thank you, Garnet.
We basically finished the meeting already. We finished it like 5 or 6 minutes ago. We're just doing questions now. But then settings went off on a tangent.
Damn, that carrot
Who's
bit.
the real Slim Shady?
He went off on a tangent and
User
started
was
screaming.
added to your channel.
Started screaming about super duper admin. I don't know what that was. You'll see
Yeah.
that in the recording.
Hey, you retard, Garnet. This staff meeting's already over, you cunt.
Yeah, the meeting's over now.
Can I not say something? Been waiting.
Oh, hey, time to joke around.
Yeah, feel free. What do you have to
Kill
say?
yourself, retard.
Put your dick in my butt. Alright, that was okay. Alright. So, earlier today, about the light situation, I heard my name get thrown under the bus.
Oh, yeah, I was trying to show Lee about the light.
Yeah, I also heard that somebody went in admin land to a higher up. That was me and Evity in there showing Garnet about the light.
Yeah, I screenshotted it.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I have no clue. I don't think he can fix that.
I never no-clipped in there in the first place.
Yeah, he never no-clipped in there.
I never
Yeah.
And second of all,
All
the
right,
light
is this-
situation, the first person I showed was Zeto. And you know what he did? He fucking killed me. And then after that, I showed Vera. And then after that, I showed Empty.
Wait,
So,
bro.
the light situation, I
Probably
tried
should have
to-
showed me first.
I tried to show some people,
Is
and I
the
did
meeting
show
over
Vera.
yet? Can I stop recording?
But
I
when I
would
heard
like-
that, when it was lagging out the server, I quit after that. I didn't fucking continue going on after that. I don't know what Zeto is going on about.
You ran into my store and broke my eyes.
Yeah, I went in there and I said,
I would like to thank my mom and dad, brother Bradley.
Hey, retard, this isn't the time to joke around. Shut the fuck up.
Starbucks.
Darn it, am I please stop her instead?
User in your channel started recording.
Is it fucking over?
Bring ye.
Stop recording yet. This is a
User in your channel
You can
was
stop
banned.
Get
recording.
the fuck out of here.
But anyways, Bear Crow, the only reason I got very angry was
User
because
in
I was
your channel
being,
started
like, multiple
recording.
people were telling me, telling people to ignore me, and that's where it got crossed the line because people were attempting to spawn them in just to annoy
User in
me
your channel
and
stopped
to continue the
recording.
lag on the server. We were getting about 100 players at the time, and there's continuous lights being thrown down everywhere.
Yeah, I know what
And
you mean.
that was very difficult to handle because, you know, like, everyone was telling everyone to ignore me, and it got very annoying to the team moderator.
I know who you're talking about.
Yes.
I know who you're talking about, and he kept telling me to do it, which I never did.
Mhm.
After that, because you were right next to me when he was sitting there telling me to keep on doing it, and I never did. I was sitting there showing you what was going on because you asked me to.
Yes, I got angry. I apologize, though, because I didn't realize that you stopped.
And pulled me to the side. He teleported
User
me
disconnected
into
from your
admin
channel.
land to show Garnet himself about the light situation, and we did that.
This is sort
Sorry,
of just like an advanced thing. I'm gonna go ahead and go now.
User left your
Basically
channel.
over.
Sorry I left admin land, but also I do like the disrespect that we just talked about. There's a lot of disrespect going on, even in TeamSpeak. I've been AFK, but not where my mic and stuff is muted, and I have heard some nasty things
User
being
was moved
said.
to your channel.
I'm not going to throw anybody's
User
name
in
in
your
the
channel is
bus,
a fucking faggot.
but I've heard some nasty things
Holy
being
jail.
said in TeamSpeak.
I gotta be real, like, if there actually is people harassing one another, that's a different thing, but I, honestly, right now, I mean, if they're not, like, darn it, stop being a dick.
Okay,
I mean, if they're just joking around with one another, that's different, but I mean, the thing is that there's so many people, like, sitting there and attempting to harass one another, and I mean, it's usually, like, I find it's, like, other higher-ups to little T-mods or, like, moderators to higher-ups, and it's just getting really annoying. Like, I don't even think you should be doing that as a general person, just being a...
Darn it.
Alright, moving on. Any more questions? More questions. Let's hear 'em.
Doesn't like harassment,
I
Tom.
have a question.
Gets harassed by mom.
Alright,
Why
James,
is
what's your
Garnet?
question?
Why is Garnet literally pressing in mic and chewing?
Because
I'm not
Why?
chewing.
it's my
I was.
mic and I'm jerking off to it.
What are you laughing?
For me.
If I call you a retard, that's not harassment, I promise.
Setting to
That
Yeet and Doxy
disrespect.
here.
Who?
Yeet
That
and Doxy.
disrespect setting.
Wait. Let Caleb speak. Hello? 1 second. Here you go, Caleb.
I just want to make it clear. I just
Yeah, Caleb.
be known.
What's good?
Be known, and this needs to be said.
Dio, no one can hear you. Shut up.
Yeah, no one cares about you.
No, I love it.
Everyone cares about 421. He's my man.
User was kicked
No one
out
cares
of
about
your
you.
channel.
Okay, what's good?
XD.
Thank you.
Caleb?
User was moved to your
Garnet?
channel.
Did you say Garnet as I said Caleb?
No.
Caleb?
I'm trying to talk to Lee.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, Rip.
Lee? Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I love you so much.
User
Every
was
time I
moved to your
stroke my
channel.
penis, I think about you.
User was moved to your channel.
You're honestly.
Buddy has been
Hey,
banned from the
James.
server.
James, you can start recording now.
What's the difference
over.
between? Yeah, me
Wait,
and him
what?
are about to fuck.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
me and you. What do you mean?
No,
Have fun,
not you.
Garnet.
You can sit there and watch.
Oh,
fun,
dude, I'm not a
Garnet.
cuck.
You're a cuck.
No, no.
Hey, actually,
Anybody can be a cuck. Trust me. Ask Vera.
Garnet, you do know what Wolf did, right?
Yeah, he banned you.
Oh, no, not that. Did he tell you the reason why?
Wait, what?
Did he literally tell you everything he actually
Yeah, he
was
said you're a
doing?
dumb cuck.
Hey, Ebony.
A cook? Like an
Ebony.
actual cook? Or did you mean to say a cuck, but you too
I
fucking
said
stupid?
cuck, you idiot moron.
Zero.
You're
autistic,
I said cuck,
Yeah,
idiot.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
You
you're
said
just
cook.
autistic.
No,
You
you're
said
just deaf.
Ebony.
You dumb
No,
like
you're
a
just
fat
autistic.
retard.
Ebony,
yeah.
I have proof. You said cook.
No, you
No,
don't have to.
autistic. Yeah, he
Dude,
does.
I
He's
did the
not
recording.
only one, but you're
No.
fucking dumb and you
He's
can't even
recording
pronounce a
it.
word
Yep.
right.
All right. Cool, bro. You can't hear. Buy a new headset, retard nigger.
Oh, so now you're gonna get racist. Yeah.
Ebony,
You can't even pronounce a word right.
Yeah.
Ebony, are you gonna get mad and leave the server again?
please do not disrespect
What?
me again.
Oh
Please,
shit.
please.
He's like,
don't.
what
Never
are you
got mad
talking
and left the
about? I never
server.
What are you
did that.
talking about? What are you talking about?
No, I got demoted and I left.
Oh, oh, there.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
like
you got demoted for being a salty fucking little bitch. Fuck
That's
you.
not
How about
true.
you kill yourself?
I'll be right
You
back.
could have. You probably could have gotten super performing.
Darn it! Why would you? He would never kill himself. Why would you hurt yourself when you could hurt other people?
Probably
Does he
because not
honestly should
everybody's
kill
a
himself?
stupid fucking Jew. Kill yourself.
Hey, you're my
Alright,
Jew.
I'll go kill myself. Forgive me.
You're my Jew.
I'm really upset right now.